occasional keyboards. All right, I don't know if you heard this, but Elvis has left the building. And with all the wonderful things you can do in this building, you have banquets, you can go swimming, you can work out, you can see Christian parody concerts. Why on earth would Elvis want to leave the building? I don't know, but I do know this. I ain't nothing but a found God for quite a long time. I get nothing in a found God, spite of all my crime. Well, I had seven out of heaven, but my pain was genuine. You said to me, I'd pass. Well, you know, this is a Christmas party, right? It's a Christmas party. It's November 17th, okay? Right? Now, Christmas is generally celebrated on December 25th. Orthodox Christians celebrate it on January 6th. And so this is kind of an unorthodox Christmas, right? Because this is November 17th. It's before Thanksgiving, all right? But this is our last time in here, so we want to do some Christmas songs for you tonight. This next Christmas song deals with the fact that we don't know exactly when Jesus was born, what time of year. The Bible's not specific about the month or the day, and some people say, well, you shouldn't celebrate it on December or whatever. We don't know when it was. In fact, the person who, the BC and AD timeline that we use today wasn't decided until about 500 years after the birth of Christ. And the person who did it made a few math errors, and from what scholars are able to tell, Jesus was actually born about 4, 5, or 6 BC. Okay, it sounds kind of funny, but they weren't counting that way back then. They didn't count till 500 years later and they did a math problem. That's why you got to study your math, kids. And but the point of this is the Bible says that, you know what? You can celebrate Christ's resurrection every day. You can celebrate Christ's birth every day. Some people want to celebrate holidays a little more special than others. Some people celebrate every day alike. And the Bible allows us to do that. Look in Romans 14:5 or Colossians 2:16. But we'll sing it for you right now. The song's called December 5 or 6 BC.
December 5 or 6
Lord, Lord. It could be 6 BC, 5 BC, 4. Current way we figure out time was not designed until 500 years after Christ arrived back. Yeah, you tried to sign to the time of Christ now. 5 times 9 BC, or AD. Should get a BC or a D for sloppy math. Maybe do it for the kids. Come back. Oh, Colossians 2:16, let no one judge you. Here we go. Sabbath holidays are what's good food. Put some tinsel on the tree tonight. Read along in Romans 14:5. Celebrate it every night. In the valley of death, he's a powerful shepherd. Simple, whatever day the calendar says. I think the count 11 months without it yet. Christmas holiday gets the last amount of attention. So I thought I would mention that we don't know just when the Holy Testament took place. Might have been May. The Bible is specific about the month of day. For Orthodox Christians, January 6th. Most of us Christians, December 25th. The most important thing is that Christ is Lord and King. It's all the more reason to exalt the Lord Jesus in all the 4 seasons. Mr. Christmas right here. Alright, that's enough. Keith Haney on the bass. Thank you. What's next? Is it what I think it is? What's that? Okay. Alright, well, you know what? God can use anybody. I don't care who you are. And if you feel like God can't use you, and you feel like it's because of you, not because of Him, that's a good attitude to have, okay? Because no matter who you are, if you feel like you're not that great, God can do wonderful things with you. Just remember, you may not be great, but God is great, and He can do anything. I'll give you a perfect example. King David, you've heard of King David, right? You know, King David started out as just a little guy. God sent a prophet named Samuel to the house of a guy named Jesse. I always think of Uncle Jesse from the Dukes of Hazzard, but that's how I always picture there. But he goes to Jesse's house, and God says, Samuel, you are going to anoint one of Jesse's sons. But God doesn't tell him which son, and He doesn't tell Samuel that Jesse has a lot of sons. So Jesse brings 7 sons in front of Samuel, and Samuel sees the oldest son, Eliab, and he says, boy, this guy, he's big and strong. This must be the Lord's anointed. And the Lord spoke to Samuel and said, Samuel, you're looking at the outside. The Lord looks at the inside. I have not chosen this one. So he went to the next son, same thing. Next son, nada. Next son, no. He went through all 7 sons, and the Lord hadn't chosen any of them, and they all looked like they were good candidates. Finally, Samuel says, Jesse, do you have any more sons? And Jesse says, well, I've got one more son, but he's just this little shrimp. He's out in the fields right now tending the sheep. Samuel says, go get him. He goes and he brings him in, and that little guy, that little shepherd boy, was the one whom the Lord had chosen. And you will know him as King David, and you will know him as David who fought Goliath and slew Goliath. Just remember, he started out simply as Jesse's boy. Jesse is afraid. Yeah, I know God's got a good plan in mind. Little song from Tuesday and hardly defined. Jesse's got him 7 sons, and this one makes me lie. He's holy. please.